We are at the 45th Parallel Distillery in New Richmond, Wisconsin. And this was a nice, quiet street until I hit record. And then it got busy.
Here at 45th Parallel. I'll be obviously leading your tour today. I've been in the industry about 15 years. I've been here for close to the last 7 of those years. And I started here in production, working with barrels, distilling this alcohol, infusing it, and producing it all the way from beginning to end. You very rarely get somebody with my background in distilling leading tours in the industry, which is why I lead so many tours here. That way we make sure you get real, honest information and answers to your questions. Phenomenal job with it. They all go way back. Paul and Tina are first generation of Americans. Their families lost everything in Europe during World War II. Paul's grandmother and incredibly young father spent 3 years in a refugee camp out in what is now Czechoslovakia after the end of World War II, before some Russians Paul's dad was friendly during the war, sponsored them to come to the United States. And they set up their roots up in a logging town past Green Bay, where Paul's mom still lives, which is not in Arizona with her boyfriend. She's still boarding now. They're very cute together. Whiskey's, full stop. We are beyond privileged to work with the Strawdies in the greenfields up here in Roberts, Wisconsin, about 8 miles from here. The Strawdies grow all of our corn, all of our rye, and most of our wheat on their 650-acre dairy and grain farm. They have been on that land for 5 generations. They used to own all the land that's Radio Drive in the Twin Cities. That used to be a giant farm. It makes your cello bitter. You only get that bright, vibrant sweetness by doing all the work by hand and add as little as possible in all cess. So we all hands and out with oranges. This is the rip house where the majority of the barrels live. Next gin, there's no cross-contamination between the barrels. As they age, we lose water, so volume comes down. We don't lose any alcohol. So you're just more concentrating the alcohol. That's they call it the angel shares. We call it barrel loss, but the marketers call it angel share.
Rebar and wood.
Yeah. The wood of these chairs are about 8 decade old. These are the original pallets that our barrels were shipped on. Guinness made handmade oak pallets out of old wood and shipped our barrels, 8 barrels to a giant pallet.
Not the same wood that they used to.
The one that's the sweetest of them.
They are one of two ways.
Never expected her to be that big.
But there. All right, and the red fife, delicate, clean flavor on the front, smooth finish, but in the middle has this deep character you normally only find in American rye, because the red fife.
Which one is straight on a big extra?
Right.
The cask
Wash
strength
by the bottle of the bottle. I'll try
is
to guess.
dramatically good. And I can give you my 4 of both of them side by side.
Yeah. Never turn that down.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
And then these little water droppers, and I can happily pour you more. I know you were trying to limit your sizing. All these little water droppers have reverse osmosis water.
And that is a mystery bottle.
The Wisconsin wheat used to be called Wisconsin wheat, not Wisconsin wheat. Why'd we add an ED? Because Buffalo Trace spent billions of dollars to make people comfortable with the term wheated. And the word wheat is scary to whiskey consumers because it's not been thrown at them for a decade nonstop. We added the ED and sold 50% more whiskey of the same whiskey by adding an ED to the label because of marketing trends.
Well, it looks like I'm starting to put some production into this one. Our hour-and-a-half tour lasted nearly 3 hours. It was the last tour of the day. Keep that in mind when you schedule yours. And yes, it's packed full of people and cars. There is a wedding going on. And I guess it's done for the day and it's time to go home. Thanks for coming along.